My name's David, this is my Mercedes AMG GTS Carbonerre widebody kit. So I've owned the car for about 8-9 months. In that time, I've not done too much to it. I've removed the colour that was previously on it. It was orange. So I've had the satin wrap done by Nick at Pit Stop Customs. And then I've had a Geo by Luke, which is, you know, is amazing. And we kind of changed the setup of the wheels slightly. The horsepower currently is a 650 brake horsepower. It's a stage 2 with decat, full race exhaust. So it's quite aggressive sounding, which is all part of it, right? It goes with the look. So the body kit is a Carbonerre body kit. It's derived or based on a GT3 car. And what comes with the kit, I mean, there's a lot of work. So you're cutting panels. It's not just a bolt-on kit. It's a real big job. And what comes with the kit is front bumper, lip, arches, front and rear arches, side skirts, rear bumper and spoiler. The bonnet is not included in the kit. Most of the cars that I've seen that are running it just have a standard bumper, a bonnet, but this one opted for like a carbon fibre effect with the glass see-through panel, which is quite cool as well. The wheels are 20 on the rear by 12J, and on the front they're 19, so it's a staggered fitment by 9. Yeah, suspension setup is it's on air ride, so it's AirX with airlift. Air ride's great, it drives fine. I mean, I think through the steering it's not quite as tight as I'd like it. I think that's one of the other modifications I might do again with Luke, is to go for some, you know, KW suspension to give it a bit more tighter feel, and maybe some rose joints to give it a real race car feel, which obviously suits the chassis. I prefer that kind of setup. So car history started with a Nova 1.2 Merit D-Reg, it's 84 I think, and started putting on the classic wheels, you know, as you do, you know, 17 years old, and honestly it's always been there for me, cars. I love cars, and then went through, you know, got Mark II GTIs, AX GT and stuff like that, M3s and Porsches, and then through the Ferrari options, and then, you know, 355, 360, 430, 458. Had a little toy with McLaren, which went back for a refund after two weeks because I had like a 16 grand bill in like the second week of it. And then got into a little bit more kind of tuning. So I got a 34, spent a lot of money and time on that. I mean, what I love about this car is, you know, like I said, I've had quite a few, you know, spicy cars, some really cool stuff, unique stuff. But this one for me is the blend of something that is totally crazy, which you don't see on the road. So when you see it pull up, it's just something different. But it also has an element of practicality, and it's not excessively hard to maintain, I would say, and you can tune it in a good way. So like some of the other cars, like the 34, as you know, when you own an old car, there's always things you have to do with it. So there's a combination of things, but like I say, I think the feeling that you get when you're driving this is unlike any of the other cars I've had. It gets attention everywhere, as you can imagine, but you get a lot of love with it, and whether it's a kid who's like 5 years old or like a guy who's like 60, 70, doesn't know what the hell it is, everyone seems to smile at it, which is nice because, you know, it is a bit of a certain type of look, and it's not to everyone's taste, I guess, but it gets a bit of love. So it's nice to have that, and it's a conversation starter. People always want to ask you about it, so that's a good thing. Future plans for the car, definitely pure turbos, potentially colour change. It's obviously white originally, so I might go for a white look. I don't think they have one within the Carbonerre group worldwide, so I'll probably maybe go back to white, white wheels, do something a little bit different. At the age of 44, it's not something I thought I'd be doing, but it's great, and seeing the way things are going. So I've got a lot of things planned with this car. Car shows I'm going to do this year is definitely tracks with Luke and come to your event, and then Gravity potentially, Slammed, and then some other ones. I think we discussed the German car show at Goodwood as well.